Stand by me. It is Saturday, 13th of April 2019. Things have been fairly busy around the place, so apologies for not keeping you all updated, but that's what today is about, is updating. We've both been fairly busy enjoying married life together and getting stuff sorted around the homestead, so we'll start off with a bit of a walk around what's going on, what we plan on the future. Alright, we've got our dogs. We've got Stella, she's the staghound there, and then she's on a chain. If she's outside, she's going to be on a lead or on a chain, because she'll chase chickens. More about that shortly. And then we've got Luna, our red kelpie. She can free range in the yard, she's fine. She chases the chickens, but only because they're not where they're supposed to be according to her rules. She just gets them where they're supposed to be. Trees, we've been cutting trees down. When I bought the place 6 years ago, the previous owner had put all of these trees all around the boundary, and they're a pain in the ass. Literally a pain in the ass. They die young. They get dead branches, they put branches out really low. So we've, over the last week and a bit, we've been busy clearing. We've got half of this side. We've got about 2/3 of the front. Oh, there we go, there go some chickens. Yeah, we free range the chickens in the afternoons. They're going to check out what's under the rabbit cages. More about that shortly. Our views improved a lot. Bushfire season finishes 31st of March, so it means from 1st of April until I think it's end of September we can burn off without needing a permit. So we've been doing that, but we've also had a fair bit of rain, so some of these piles are fairly wet and it'll take a little bit to get going, a little bit of Girl Scout juice. So you've seen the dogs. We're going in an anti-clockwise direction. There's the bees. You've seen enough of the bees over the years. Alright, we've got some young roosters here. We've just put them in a cage, so they're not doing too much running around. We're going to feed them up. They'll eventually be going in the pot, freezer camp. There's my waterer. I'll talk more about the water a little bit later on, but I've got a few of those now. And none of those roosters cost us anything. They're all given away. We've got rabbits. Rabbits. So there's our black Netherland dwarf doe. There's our otter Netherland dwarf doe. There's our buck. He's a Rex, and we call him Hef because he's got all the Playboy bunnies. And he's been a bit of a stud lately. There's our Castor Rex doe. Believe it or not, I paid $110 for her. Our main purpose of having the rabbits is for meat, but if I can sell pets, if I can sell enough pets to provide, to cover the cost of the feed, then we've got free meat. So I want a Rex, her mum was a Harlequin, you've seen Hef. If we can get that sort of coloration out, I think that we can sell a few pets here and there. There's no other breeders in this area. We have our mini lot. And then we've got Meat Mama. Look at her just laying there. Meat Mama, look at her. She is a Flemish Giant, New Zealand White, Californian mix. So we paid $35 for her. Maisie was free. $110 for baby Rexa. paid $15 for the 2 Netherland dwarfs, and we paid $20 for heifer. So the rabbits don't owe us a whole lot. And my feed bowls, just a bit of scrap PVC with a cap glued on the end, and then we can just screw that through to the mesh, or in Maisie's case, through the wall. Yeah, goats. Gonna have to get the young fella around to give them some top of their water up. We've got goat. Here's our buck. That one is Rosie. This cow here, she's the matriarch. That's Dolly. We've got Violet. She's a sweetie. And Buttercup. Rosie and the 2 young girls are still fairly standoffish, but they're coming good. We've just had them clearing some brush here, grevillea branches. They've just been eating them down, and we chop them down a bit more, let them get a reach to them, and they're doing pretty good, doing an excellent job. We've got to move this pen today. We'll find another patch to put them on. This is the first patch we put them on. They eat it. We leave them there till they eat it right down. It's basically the last day we just giving them hay to top them up. But the first few days they're on the grevillea, they don't need any extra food. They get on that grevillea and they just eat it and eat it until it's pretty much all gone. This side of the yard here, I'm eventually going to move all the beehives around here, get them away from the house. But we've also got to put in some fencing. We're going to have about 20 feet, 6 metres out, about 20 feet from the front boundary, and about the same from the eastern boundary. We'll have 2 separate paddocks for the goats, one going this way, one going north-south. So we've got to get these trees down, burn them, put a fence in, put a little goat pen in, a little shed for the goats, and a little shed that we can put their feed in. Bees are still doing their thing. We harvested honey in the last couple of weeks. I think it was end of March. We harvested honey, runny honey, and we pulled just under 100 kilos or 220 pounds of honey from what was about 7, 8 frame deep supers. And then a couple of days ago I pulled 9 shallow supers which weren't completely full. But I pulled 9 and I got about 50 kilos or 110 pound of cut comb. We've got the pigs. We have had about 5 inches of rain. The yard is finally starting to dry out. And probably the next couple of months we're going to start on killing pigs. One of them is for Mum and Dad. They've claimed the white one. The black one's for us. They were free. They were promised to Mum and Dad, but Dad's 70 in a few weeks, so he's a bit beyond feeding pigs every day now. More roosters getting fattened up for the pot. Alright, I've got another one of those waterers here. It just makes it easier for the boy to keep them topped up. Those waterers are a lot easier to use than these things, which need level ground and they need birds that aren't knocking them arse over it all the time. So here's the first waterer that I built. All out of scrap PVC pipe except for the corners and adapters. So we just top this up with water once a day. And basically When the chickens peck at the yellow thing there, that cup fills up with water. They get their water. We don't have to worry a whole lot about leakage. So it's really good. Very low maintenance for water. We just top it up once a day. And as soon as they're out in the yard, they get water from other sources anyway. But if we need to, this can get them through a couple of days. There's about, I think that I worked it out, this whole thing holds about 20 litres of water. This one here only holds about 5 or 6 litres of water. Plenty of water there. So we have 4, let me count this, what do we got? 5, 10, 15, 19, I think there's 4 down the bottom. 23 hives here at the shack, 2 pigs, 28 chickens and roosters, 5 goats. Roar. Roar. Yeah. 5 goats, 2 dogs, 6 rabbits, with 5 litters due in the next month. Things are starting to get a little bit busy around the shack, but it's good. Really good. Happy days. A little bit of an update on our strawberries. Let's have a bit of a look here. We've had to move them. Goats got to them, but they're coming back fine. They're working out just fine. It's great. Goats, we've got the goats for mainly for the milk. That's why we've got the sarnons for the milk. And when we get babies, we'll sell babies. There's a pig yard, pallets, corrugated iron, bit of steel. Nothing difficult. Yeah, goats. Sell the babies when we can. 4 does will be plenty for milk for ourselves. I'm probably going to get a milking machine to deal with the goat milk. So of course we're going to build a milking stand, all that sort of stuff. We've got a lot planned for the coming winter months. And of course we're doing a lot of cleaning up around the place, getting those trees knocked down. Still have the solar panels up. We're back on the grid, but we're still using solar power. Just for money for power tools outside, things like that. And I'll talk about why we went back on the grid in another video. Here's some of our chickens getting around. Hey! See, not where they're supposed to be. They're making their way up to the gate. They like to make their way out the gate, out onto the roadside, and dig around through the leaf litter in the bush. Not today. We fixed the gate up a bit, put some mesh on there, hangs down below the gate so that we can keep it down. So not today, chookies. You'll have to stay inside. You've got plenty of bugs and stuff here. So anyway, that's it. And thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on another day. See ya.